3, 2, 1.
All right. So the perception checks. Kasa and Mr. White notice that it is a lot warmer on this island than it was back at the clubhouse. Like, it's about 50 degrees in Seattle in general right now, and you'd swear it's probably like 70, 75 here on the island. It's very strange.
Is it something that like our comlinks weather report apps tell us, or
Um, your weather report says that it should be 50 degrees on the island, though they don't have a measuring station
right?
uh, on the island itself.
Yeah, I don't think she would comment one way or the other about it just because she's not a meteorologist.
Sometimes places are warmer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it's the sun that's
sometimes.
come out.
Maybe the sun's come out, but yeah, definitely feeling a bit warm in this gear today.
Maybe even up to 80. You guys, none of you have like super tactile senses or anything to tell the exact temperature. I'm assuming nobody has a weather kit on them.
No.
No
No.
handheld Geiger counter atmospheric sensor shenanigans.
Oh, atmospheric sensor would do it, but
I don't think I have that in my mask. I'll check, but I might.
Well,
No,
now,
I will comment on the fact that it's getting warm for armor.
I do have the orientation system, which includes a barometer. So if there's a barometric change, but not necessarily a temperature change.
I'll keep that in mind. Please ignore my evil laugh.
That makes me worried.
Yeah, along with the every 3 seconds nefarious GM rolls going on in the background.
Those were just some advanced nefarious things that I need to make sure I had set. Oh, is that really just minus that? Okay.
Yep. So, well, I guess head to the 7th green and the area surrounding it, and let's see what's about.
Are there people out here golfing, or?
There are people golfing. Plenty of people. It's not as crowded. Well, I don't know if any of you guys know, your characters know anything about golf courses, but it's not super crowded. But that could just be because it's a private club and it's a Friday. The executives haven't taken off early just yet to come play golf.
Is there a maps off of the course available?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna download that and load it. Make sure I've got it, so I can keep track of where we are pretty closely.
All right. So you guys head over to the maintenance building, and you're able to procure a 4-seater golf cart that has like a metal rack on the back of it for carrying equipment.
Shoddy not driving.
While we're at the maintenance building, can I just check to see if they do have dive kit or anything? Which
like
do,
scuba stuff.
yeah.
It doesn't look like it. Most of their gear seems to be, there are some lawnmowers, and there's some gear that looks like it's probably for tending to their sand or water features, but not the lake itself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lawnmowers, are they Flymos using plastic spinning, or are they proper hardcore petrol with rotating metal blades? Because if they're proper hardcore petrol with rotating metal blades, maybe one of those to run something over could be fun.
They're probably electric with rotating metal blades.
Yeah, we might put one of those on the back of the buggy just to be on the safe side.
Well, one of the big metal blades might not be a bad thing to have around.
If you take
Wait.
the lawnmower, it's got lots of them attached.
So, out of a quick question here, what do we have as far as weaponry?
A lawnmower with rotating metal blades.
I believe
I
people
brought
had
all of
various
my stuff. Yeah, I
concealed
brought all of my
pistols.
stuff.
I have a pistol which I would have swapped out from Stick and Shock to APDS when I got changed, because now we're hunting creatures that are probably armoured, if they are gators. And that's it.
So I've got my Cavalier Deputy, so I've got a pistol and I've got a monofilament whip, which makes me feel a little good that I've got some kind of range
Okay.
a little bit.
I got a little worried there when we were like, oh, we're just going to go out to the green where there's some gators. I'm thinking to myself, I know I'm not carrying any guns.
I'm not worried about guns, you know. You hit a
but you're
gator hard
carrying
enough,
meat.
it goes down.
Kasa's carrying meat, so you just need to run when they come out chasing you, and that's our bait. We'll just
We
deal
have
with
to
it.
we have to outrun the mountain lion. Yeah, that's gonna work.
You don't have
No,
to.
no. You only have to outrun the slowest person in the group.
Very true. That's not me, by the way.
Let's see.
Yeah, goes back to the Cthulhu days. What's the most important piece of gear? A pair of sneakers.
Tennis shoes. The so do the other golfers give us any grief as we drive around?
Are you zigzagging in front of them,
So-
or do you stay to the cart path?
I'll take the lead cart, and since I tell everybody I downloaded the map, so I mean I can get us there and follow all the appropriate paths, and if there's any markings for maintenance paths or other, non-standard, we'll take those as well. So like if there's usually the maintenance crew kind of has markings for other things that wouldn't be on the public map. I want to make sure I get those as well. So like sprinkler ports, being able to turn on wherever there would be electrical outlets, all that kind of stuff.
All right. So when you guys were in the main maintenance building, you saw that everything is controlled from there with some actually fairly old equipment. But if you ask anyone, they'll tell you that it's all automated. It goes off timers and sensors, but there's control overrides for everything in the building.
So I think that might be another thing that's good to know is what's scheduled for the next 6 to 8 hours to happen with the automated system. So it's midday, right? So
When it starts to get dark, we'll have some lights come on for anybody who's still finishing up, and the sprinklers. It all depends if we get rain. We've got moisture sensors that check, if the grass needs to be watered.
So the sprinklers never work because this is Seattle.
They mostly turn on for about 2 weeks in the summer.
So I took whatever that schedule is and I've got it loaded in my head so that I'll get reminders ahead of time before any of those. I don't want to get caught in the middle of a sprinkler system, or I don't want to be staring at a light panel right before it comes on.
Right. Let me actually check Seattle's weather today. No, it's not actually rainy today in Seattle.
Yet.
So, yeah. All right. So, where are you guys taking your golf cart to?
Taking it to the
7th hole.
green.
Yep, 7th green.
All right. So the 7th hole is a par 4 dogleg right. It's about 437 yards. I've clearly put a lot of thought into this.
I
I'm
was
gonna
about to say, for
draw.
those of us that don't play golf,
And
Yeah, I reckon I can do that in 3.
where's the hole placement on the green?
It's back today. The rotation today is back middle front. So
And is there
draw the
anybody,
green.
as we approach it, is there anybody playing the 7th?
There are some people finishing up on the green as
Okay.
you guys are pulling up. The first guy
Let them play through.
takes 3 putts to get it in. He's terrible. And the blue I'm just drawing now is like the edge of where the lake is. The green is the outline of like the fairway, and then the blue is where the water starts. You can assume the rest is just rough. The cart path is on the inside, so the cart path goes. Like
I have
this.
a quick question for you, but also kind of dabbler. Would there be do they have a way to like mark off like, hey, don't play this hole right now? There's work being done on it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I played golf for quite a while, so they usually will. There will be markers out for areas, and they'll allow you to have it's drop zones. So they'll say if you hit in here, you need to drop a ball here, and they'll have a little space marked off. The fact that they're even letting somebody play on this hole, the concern seems to be,
Jack all.
well, it just doesn't seem to align with the fact that they're willing to pay tens of thousands of nuyen to make this go away and let somebody stand on it at the same time.
Well,
So
you
yeah,
did. You didn't ask how much the memberships cost.
That's true.
So
No, that was something I was going to find out at the end.
That's true too.
I need
The
to,
fact that they're willing to gamble with somebody that is interested in paying that kind of money is disturbing to me.
well, as I said, they've got insurance. They weren't particularly bothered. Maybe they're only letting new members play at the moment because that seems to be okay.
But think about the prestige for having the world's deadliest golf course. Oh yes, I played there.
I don't know. I imagine Australia has golf courses.
Yeah.
Full of tarantulas in every little hole.
You once you get the ball into the hole there, you just get a new ball. Don't reach
It's
in.
safer.
And you don't go within 20 feet of a sand trap.
Because it's quicksand.
Yeah, no, I mean, Hong Kong with its rooftop golf courses and wild magic, that's not exactly a walk in the park either.
Yeah.
I'm sure the 7th green down in Amazonia isn't.
Yeah,
Well,
where trees eat you.
anyway, you guys get to the green. The people who are on it finish up and walk over to the next hole. They don't even really look at you guys for more than a second.
Yeah. After they get done, I would start placing those markers down, like don't play here, don't play here, don't play here.
All right.
Just so we don't have to deal with people.
Well, you go back to the tee box. If you want to do that, go back to the tee box, and we'll flag the hole as closed for maintenance.
I imagine that's mostly an AR thing.
And that's probably true too.
We'll say somebody told you that if you're going to close the hole, you should put up markers. it would be reasonable to assume that it's AR, but some of the rich clients like to not be connected while they're on the golf course because they're connected to their businesses
It ruins the
100% of the
experience.
time for the rest of the time.
Hey.
So
That does beg the question: is there any noise here, or is the wireless connectivity to stuff just fine?
the connectivity is fine.
Okay, so they
People
don't
just-
have.
Some people
there's-
just prefer not to be connected.
I was asking it so they don't mask or jam or anything like that. So this is that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So you
Okay,
put the flags up at the tee box, and
So
then come back
whilst
to the
whilst he's putting the flags up, I'd like to actually have a look and see if there's any immediate evidence of disturbance, tracks, anything like that on the green and the immediate surrounding area by the lake.
Okay. You can roll your anybody who's going to be looking for this stuff right now can roll perception. Oh, tracking is good. Or the person who had forensic stuff, you can roll your forensic knowledge instead.
Cool.
And you can apply your analytical mind to it as well.
Bywater knows he's completely useless here, so he just stays out of the way.
Oh, the idiot.
3 successes.
Is Kasa looking with the visual? Are you looking for actual gators, or are you looking
Evidence of.
for evidence? Okay. So let's see, how many hits that? That's only 3 hits. 3 hits. I'm gonna wait on that forensic knowledge. And okay. So you guys can all tell that it was on that edge of the green near the water. It's been repaired pretty well, but you guys are just observant enough to notice that the ground was recently like torn up there fairly bad by some like it's like some sort of heavy creature that has claws moving around.
Roughly how big is the area?
Gator sized.
that can be anywhere from like 4 feet long to like 2 meters.
1 second.
2 or 3 meters.
Technically, it could be anything from about half a foot. Baby gators aren't that big.
Yeah, but they're not going to eat a person.
This doesn't say how long this thing is. Let's say it's probably about, it looks like the tracks go all the way back into the water and then maybe 2 to 3 meters onto the land.
Okay,
And-
so
So it moves quick then.
that
That's for sure.
covers my next question, which was, do the tracks actually go to the water or somewhere else? But that's cool.
Yep, definitely into the water.
Kasa, you brought that meat, right?
She'll kind of waggle the bag of raw meat in her hands.
So I'll
Mm.
go back to the cart and let's start tying some of the meat to some rope or string.
And then tie it to what? We're on a golf green.
I was thinking of one of the carts.
How
That
close are
works.
we to trees or something?
There's some trees on the north side of the hole. There's not that many. Not enough to be afraid of.
I don't know. When you have an irrational phobia, it's got to be irrational.
It's not really a forest. I don't know.
There is nothing irrational about
Let's
being
see.
concerned about trees.
Pick 1 or 2.
2.
I'm scrolled up right now. Did I roll a 1 or a 2?
You rolled
One.
a 1.
Okay, then it is a forest.
Trees are unsafe at any speed.
This is true. Are they close enough that we could tie around a tree the other end of the rope?
Just
How
use,
long's the rope?
just tie it to the golf cart.
Kasa will look at the golf cart and then look at how far they had to drive to get out here. And then she'll be
Right.
like,
But that gator's gonna not pull a golf cart into the water, or if it does, we need to be running the other way anyway.
so she's gonna go over to the golf cart and do that thing where you kind of put your one hand underneath the front of it, and she's gonna lift it up onto 2 wheels. Like, this is not enough to resist being pulled in.
Oh.
Man, I have 200 meters of ropes. I mean, it's not like we can't use that.
Yes, there's
So-
definitely a tree within 200 meters. There's probably one. There's one within 30 meters, I'd say.
Yeah, I would probably string up a couple of them then, if it's that close. Just kind of have them spread out. I do want to try something. I want to pull up my flashlight and actually start like pulling I guess like swinging it back and forth across the water. More or less like trying to get something's attention.
Okay,
If that
so you
makes
just,
sense.
I mean, the sun is out and shining right now. You do actually see some clouds rolling in on the horizon, and whoever had the orientation system, the barometric pressure is starting to drop.
That's me, Dabbler.
So yeah, the pressure is starting to drop, but yeah, the flashlight, it doesn't seem to be having any effect on anything.
Hmm. Does anybody have a submersible?
Sorry, I left my somacopter in my other bank.
So
Uh,
while everyone's doing this, what I'd like to do is see, obviously following where the tracks were, to actually see what I can see under the water, as in how clear the water is, whether I can see the direction the tracks are, whether there's any obvious disturbances moving in any specific direction into the lake.
I mean, you can't really tell much except that something definitely came out of the lake here and then went back into the lake after it was done doing whatever it was that it did.
Okay, no worries.
well, is there a way for us to make a disturbance on the on the water?
There are plenty of ways. You could, put one of those sticks you guys have into the water and thrash it around. You could jump
but
into
who
the
wants-
water.
Who wants to
You
get
could-
that close? That sounds like a
You
horrible,
could throw
horrible
meat
idea.
into the water. You could.
That works.
That was the point of the meat on the string, was to throw this string out there so that, or rope with the meat on it, see if we can't bait this thing. And
Yeah, that's a good idea.
if we do that, I think we need to do it. One would be to get some of it actually out in the water so that whatever the scent is would disseminate into the water itself, and another piece up just on the bank so that it'll have to come up out of the water, and we
So
can.
chum it like you would a shark then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It worked
Makes
on that
sense to me.
movie that I saw where they sank a
Lake
boat
Placid?
with a shark.
Oh. I thought you were talking like out of character there. I was like, are you like gonna talk about Lake Placid? That's an old movie.
It had sequels, though.
Did it?
Pretty sure it did.
Um,
The shark movie that came out before that Sharknado series.
all right. So if you're going to if you're going to put some meat in the water and on land, I want somebody to what do I want somebody to do? Somebody roll me, I guess. Let's do survival checks or agility checks. Well, whatever you want. Whatever your higher pool is.
Well, who's our hunter?
I mean, I have non-agility, so
Kasa's our hunter, so we'll let her.
Kasa's a hunter. I know a bit about hunting, but not in the wilderness.
You hunt the most dangerous game?
Yeah.
Should I edge that nefarious then?
Nah. Do you actually have like the throwing skill and a decent level to huck meat?
yes, I
Yes.
do.
Okay. Because I imagine it when gone fishing.
Well, I mean, if we just want me to throw it out there, man, I've got a 17 DOS pool, so
Oh,
And I am gonna be bank side, opposite from the person who's thrown it in, so it's with weapon ready in case should we get an immediate response. I want to be prepared.
Question: was there one of those flag thingies that is sticking out of a hole?
Yeah, sure. There's one on the green here.
Awesome. So I want to attach a rope to the flag thingy
Okay.
to the rope that we have on the meat thingy, so that when something goes to eat the meat thingy, it pulls the flag thingy like a jury-rigged bobber.
Yeah.
it's a pretty good idea.
like it.
Okay. So you've got the piece of meat on the end of the rope, and then the flag attached to that same rope.
Hey.
That's how it sounded
Yeah.
to me.
Okay.
So
It's going to be
hang
a
on.
bit complex to throw.
Not really.
Well,
Depends
I mean, the
on how heavy
weighting
you
is
make
going to
it.
be awkward. Either way.
We can
If
just
it was
attach
just
it after
one
we throw
thing,
it.
So
yeah, okay. If you want to attach the flag after you throw it, that'll make it much easier.
so if something ingests a trank patch,
Yes.
would that
Yes.
so if
It
I were to
works.
take a trank patch and stuff it into the meat before we throw it out there,
That's that I like.
Can you stuff it
so-
into the meat without?
I have a combat knife. I can cut into it.
and then
Okay.
and then we take some of the rope and make it like a nice little pork roast with good binding around it.
All right.
Freaking genius. I approve.
It's not
So-
quite fishing with hand grenades, but
Well, I've got those too. If we want to do that.
Let's avoid that for now.
yeah, I'm thinking
get to
try
that
to if we do this nice and quiet, I think we can talk Mr. J into a late last minute bonus.
Possible.
It's
All right.
possible.
All right, so I'm gonna pull one of these trank patches out and stuff it in there and see how it goes.
Use all of them. Be safe. But yeah, after he's done with that, I guess I would get it. I would get the meat, twirl it, and just launch it as far as I could.
All right. Before you do that, I want you to roll your reaction plus intuition.
Okay. Give me just a second.
All right. And are you happy with 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Then go ahead and
You died. I'm sorry.
go ahead and make your roll.
Now I'm taking a minus because of this, so only at 16 dice. Wait, mild is a -1 to everything, right? Or is it 2?
Is that sorry? Are you phobia or allergy?
Allergy.
I believe that's -2.
Is
Yeah.
it -2? Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Just got a little something in your eye.
All right. Are you happy with 4?
To just throw it out there, yeah.
Okay. So as
Still gonna
you're
go for
you're
a one.
getting ready to to throw the rope and the meat, um, you don't notice, but uh, let's see. Yeah, so you go to throw the meat and you get a pretty good throw, but as you're stepping down and planting your foot lands on a patch of wet grass you didn't notice, and you have an accident and slip and fall into the water.
Why would I be that close to the water?
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, I wouldn't be that close to the water. I'd be like a good 10 feet back.
Because the
Oh.
GM spent edge.
Yep.
You slid an exceptionally long way. What can I say? You're not very far into the water, but you are now pretty wet, and it's starting to rain. And that's when everybody rolls perception checks
Great.
at a -7.
Whoa.
Have all of like 4 dice to roll. Is this general or vision?
I'll give you vision.
Okay, so I get a +3 at least. So, okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to roll. Sounds as a glitch. Yeah.
Oh, and let's see.
Damn.
Wow.
I went
I
ahead.
I thought that was.
I went ahead and edged it.
Okay. Dabbler, so you notice a couple things. Since I'm going to roll these 2 checks into one. One, you notice the alligator, the 3-meter long alligator that is about to attack Bywater. You also notice that there seems to be some magic being used.
Okay.
I don't
Is there
think
s-
Bywater has any way of identifying exactly what it might be.
No.
Or sorry, Dabbler has
Yeah.
anyway.
So is there? So there's just intuition is what tells me that there's something magical about it.
You can anybody can sort of perceive when magic is being used. It's hard to do, but
Okay. I'm just
you've
getting the
certainly
vibe.
done it. And that's when I need another reaction and intuition for Bywater.
So
Of course you
that
do.
I noticed, I'd already said that I had my weapon out and was covering him. Is there a way that I can say or react?
Yeah, you can point and say Gator or
Can I
whatever
can
it
I
is.
can I say Gator and point the barrel and the bullet that's in it?
You want to shoot at the gator that's approaching underwater? That's fine.
If I can see the shadow under the water, I have no problem putting a bullet in it.
Okay.
Put all of the bullets in it, not just one.
Well,
Yeah, you can take a shot.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to say. I am going to just say Gator in the water if I can get that much out, and then I'm going to take aim and fire.
Okay. And what do you have loaded in your gun right now?
So I've got I'm running an explosive round.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
So this is going to be, let's see, pistol R.
Which book is it? It's called Shots Are In.
Oh, sorry, I'm rolled the wrong. I forgot something. I should have rolled 13 dice. Just roll 2 more. Okay, so 2 total successes. I had forgotten to calculate.
All right. This gator, as the gator's moving towards Bywater, it's sort of swimming in a serpentine motion, alligator-tine motion, and your bullet. First off, your bullet doesn't actually reach all the way to the gator. It explodes once it's a few inches into the water.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like it's going to hit the gator anyway. And then the gator is going to try to bite on Bywater.
Do I have
Bywater, did you give me?
No, I didn't roll. I was going to let you guys get all that stuff done. Dang, that sucks.
do I have an opportunity to actually perform an action or?
You didn't see it on your perception test.
Sure.
So you're not gonna.
That's fine. I just wasn't sure if how soon he saw it before and his yelling as to how quickly I would react.
Yeah, I'm since one of you saw it, then you're all going to be able to, we're going to be able to all roll initiative normally right after the gator. I only need the reaction plus intuition from Bywater to see if he's
just rolled it.
surprised. Actually, and the threshold is going to be. Oh, you hit 3 anyways. Great. Let's see, it's got 12 dice. All right, so reaction and intuition again, as this actually reaction and intuition. Do gators? No, gators don't have reach. That would be silly.
Boom.
All
Yes!
right. So yeah, he yells gator and shoots. It draws your attention. You see the gator and like pull your leg in before it gets to you.
I suppose it depends whether it's a cyber gator with extendable neck.
What kind of monster are you trying to create here?
A fun one.
Somebody suggested to me that I go the cyber gator way, but I went a different route with it. So go ahead and roll initiative, everyone. Oops. There's not supposed to be greater than 5 on that. This is the fastest gator you've ever seen in your life.
Heck, those things are. Oh, thank God. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, no, those things are normally really fast.
Whoa.
And they can literally like launch themselves up out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
Horrifying.
Oh yeah, in terms of speed, they are pretty fast. Oh my God. Sorry.
Wait, it got a 31?
Yeah, I got a 31, and that is the way in which gators are not normally that fast.
Dear Jesus.
Yeah, that's a scary gator.
All right, so it's going to try to bite Bywater again.
Okay. trying to decide if I want to edge it or not.
What's the worst could happen?
I can edge after it and reroll my failures, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Worst that could happen is he needs a cyber leg.
And I'm an adept. That's no good.
You can get an old school prosthetic one, and we could call you Stumpy.
Stump water. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that, or reroll the old ones. Oh, thank God. There goes most of my edge, but
All right. The
didn't get-
gator snaps
I
at
didn't
you
get
again,
bit.
but you pull your other leg out of the way just at the last second there. What's Kasa gonna do?
So seeing the snapping jaws, she's gonna throw up a physical barrier in between the gator and the tasty morsel that happens to be in the water.
All right.
Oh, you sweet angel.
If it makes you feel any better, my plan was to throw up one behind the gator if it caught you, so it couldn't roll back in.
That's a good idea too.
Force 5.
Golfing with a gator, staying alive.
God damn it. Well, it's still a physical thing.
Are you
Still has-
are you happy with your one?
I'm not happy with it, but I'm not going to spend my singular point of edge on it.
Okay.
I'm also not happy with my 2 points of drain, but I will accept.
All right. Mr. White.
So I'm going to spend a simple action to activate my attribute boost agility, and I'm also looking to fast draw my pistol.
Okay.
And if I can, obviously, get a shot on the gator.
Yeah, we'll say you can move to shoot around the physical barrier.
Yeah, it would just be like a straight line from little water bank to water bank, between gator and morsel.
Oh. Well, that's a glitch. That's a critical glitch.
It sure is.
I think I would like to spend a point of edge to just turn that into a normal glitch, if I could, please.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Although if it was on the draw test for the gun and you accidentally flung it into the lake, that'd been perfect.
That would have been fantastic, and that would have been But that's cool, because then I'd have gone into hand to hand and started trying to nerve strike the bastard instead.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Since you got a normal glitch on your attribute boost,
I did. Yes.
you just sort of exhaust yourself temporarily. So just for the rest of this combat turn, take a -1 on your agility checks.
Okay. Oh, I can't remember the fast draw rule. It's reaction and intuition. isn't it?
Agility.
Agility.
Yeah, that's why I have such a high agility.
Your quick draw is your reaction plus your weapon skill,
I thought it was agility.
including
Or is that 4E?
I have no idea about 4E. I never played 4E, but I know in 5E, a quick draw is your weapon skill plus your reaction with the threshold of 3. 2 if you have a quick draw holster. Anything like improved ability and specialization with that type of weapon counts towards the roll.
That's right.
Cool. So I've got a threshold of 2 because I've got a quick draw holster.
Yes, you have quick drawn your weapon. So go ahead and shoot that croc.
And I'm on mine.
He's much closer to the surface of the water now that he's come and started to bite at Bywater.
So I'm -1 to this because of the agility, but I get +1 for the hollow sight.
Laser sight? Yeah.
Hollow sight, so it's like
Oh.
laser sight, same thing.
All right. All right. As you level your gun out of it, the
Jeez.
gator just squiggles around some more. Your shot misses it. That brings us to Bywater.
Okay, so
You're,
I have a
You're
barrier.
sitting. Yes, you're sitting right on the edge of the just into the lake. You're like halfway out of the water while you're sitting, and there's a physical barrier between you and the gator.
Yeah, I want to scramble back up the bank.
All right.
Is the physical barrier visible?
Yeah, it's like a translucent,
Okay, just making sure.
like Star Trek
Yep.
force field.
And then I'm going to quick draw my shuriken.
Okay.
You said that was
Reaction
plus weapon skill. I guess that would be thrown weapons.
Yeah.
In this case.
No, never mind.
What?
I was just wondering if you technically have the power.
Yes, I do. I have the rapid draw power. I also have a quick draw, concealable quick draw holsters.
Damn cheating adepts.
And then I'm going to throw a shuriken at it as well, because quick draw is a free action, correct? Or am I wrong?
With rapid draw, yeah, that's how
Yeah, that's what I thought.
do it.
Boom.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Oh, come on. There you go. All right, you get 3 net hits.
So that's 8 damage, minus 1 AP, plus 3 more, so 11 damage minus 1.
All right. 11 minus 1. Okay. So
Nice.
he's taking not as much damage as you think, though the shuriken does stick into him, and you can hear him hissing, as he does not like that.
Yeah. Well, when I start tasting, I'm like, come on, come on! Start waving at it.
I mean, it already
Ooh, they
wants
riled
to
up.
eat you. I don't know why you're...
Taunt it. Get it a little more angry. Get it up on the ground so we don't actually have to fight it in the water.
See, these tactics things, I don't know how to feel about them.
Hey, Rob.
Nope. Don't want to do it.
What kind of action is dispelling? It's not in the book.
It's a complex.
I would assume it's a complex, because almost everything
Right.
magic is complex.
Casting a spell
Can-
and
can you
banishing are
recklessly
both
dispel-
complex.
Alright.
I don't see why you couldn't, air quotes, recklessly dispel, but at the same time, a melee attack is a complex action, so you can't do both.
It's a mystic adept gator.
The most
Um,
bullshit gator in the world.
so before Dabbler goes, why don't you go ahead and Kasa can roll me.
11?
Actually, you know what? The physical barrier can stay.
Okay.
Something else happens.
Stop doing things.
Let's see, but I'm sustaining. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one.
Stop it.
I really hope this isn't like a grease spell.
No.
You know how many times those screw me over in D&D?
Just making sure. Okay. Cool. So a sort of translucent barrier appears surrounding the gator.
Like my barrier or like.
No, like a shimmery, translucent barrier that. Let's see. Does Kasa have the spell? Maybe.
I don't think I have that spell. Her spell list is weird.
Certainly is. Kasa does not have that spell, but so it's close to what the physical barrier looks like. Only, it's moving with the gator.
Sure.
And then it's Dabbler's turn.
All right, so trying to assess what my distance is between me and the gator at this point.
No more than 10 meters.
All right, then I'm going to adjust my movement to closer to 2 meters.
Okay, so that's going to take you.
Or adjust my space distance.
Yeah, that'll take you pretty much to the edge of the water.
Okay.
Sounds like a great place to be.
So I'm going to get up close enough. And then has the gator actually broken through the water? Is it exposed at this point?
So he's actually, you can't get within 2 meters of it without the physical barrier being between you and the gator. So the gator is up, so like parts of him are above the water, but there's a physical barrier between the two of you if you want to be within 2 meters. Or
Okay.
at 2 meters.
Then I'll go ahead and just fire again, and I'm you know what, I take that back. I'm gonna go ahead and hold my action and try to see if it closes closer. I'm gonna be more effective if I can get a different attack off.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold my action for the gator to cross the threshold where the barrier currently is.
Oh, I took off one too many on me. Oops.
All right. Oops.
And I know I can take one free action. I don't know if I can do both of these at the same time or not. So I've got my monofilament whip on the wrist slide, the gun slide, and that's a free action. And because it's wireless, it's also a free action to activate the whip.
Oh, do you have perfect time? No, you do not.
I don't have that as a.
You could, for the sake of it, you can draw your whip, turn it on with a simple action, and then save your last simple action to wait until if it breaks through the barrier.
Right, but a melee attack is a complex action, so I wouldn't.
Oh, right.
To...
So then no, you can't.
Okay, but I could fire my pistol, which is already ready, and then activate the whip and draw it, and then just lose my hold action, right? I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. So I'll go ahead and close about half the distance. I'll just take 2 steps forward and fire another round.
Okay.
3 successes.
Let's see. Oh, you missed the gator. This is a
Yep.
really hard gator to hit. He's thrashing around and moving around.
Unless it's snapping at you.
He's been sort of like having his nose pressed up against the barrier, just snapping ineffectually. But then it's actually his turn, so he's just gonna like slam his snout into the barrier to try to break it. And I've never actually seen a physical barrier in use, Rob. If you want to.
Page 197.
All right.
He will very easily break this barrier because I got crap for rolls.
Right. So I'm just rolling his unarmed attack, then dealing damage to it as a barrier.
As if you were punching through a wall.
He's an adept gator with that power that doubles the damage.
Smashing blow.
What's the what's the
Oh, I don't get
is it
to roll to
structure
dodge.
5 armor 1?
I'm pretty sure it is structured armor equal to the hits that I got. I am double checking real
Oh.
quick. Yep, per hit.
Oh, yep.
I got 2 hits though.
It got 2 hits. Well, unfortunately, 7 is higher than
Yep.
2. Or sorry, it's higher than 1, so it breaks through.
How much edge does this thing have?
But that was all of its actions for that round.
Yep, it kept it from eating a
God.
person.
So it's a good use of barrier.
Physical barrier, best spell.
Oh, I forgot
Yes,
one
by
thing.
far.
But it's good because it's before you guys had a chance to go. So I need everyone. Say,
Fear effect. Yay.
is this? Okay, sorry. I think the target is just one person. I could have sworn.
I don't know. What's the power?
Yeah.
Eh?
1 second.
Is it fear?
There we go. Number of targets at once equal to something, something, something. It's not fear.
Oh, that's good.
It's orgy. Yay.
So everybody roll me a reaction plus intuition.
Is this a spell that I could perhaps interrupt the declare counterspelling for? Or
It's a critter power.
so no. It's a reaction plus intuition.
Yep.
I'm going to dodge it even with edge. Well, maybe. Oh. Trying to set, should I spend edge on this or not?
Nah, what's the worst that could happen?
A lot of things.
I mean, he did only get.
All right. Is everybody happy with their rolls?
And
I'm going to spend a point of edge and reroll my
I
failures.
do want to ask one thing just because I am
Okay.
a lawyer. Did you minus it for the damage that it took from me hitting it?
I have accounted for all appropriate modifiers.
Just wanted to be sure. I forget that all the time when I'm doing stuff like this.
All right. And well, let's go ahead and have Kasa do something.
So it's on me. It's not something bad hasn't horribly happened.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, as a free action, I will declare counterspelling for the team. So I'm gonna
Okay.
write that here on the table of 5 counterspelling dices. So my instinct is, how far into the water is this gator?
He's let's see. He broke down the barrier, and then he's right at the edge of the water now, so he's even a bit out of the water.
All right, I want to do something incredibly reckless and stupid.
Okay.
Thankfully, it's a simple action.
That's, reckless and stupid is my favorite kind of action from players. So, so what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna clinch the gator.
Ah, all right.
You see, that's not reckless and stupid because hand to hand's where I'm thinking of going as well.
So first, let me roll this.
It's reaction plus intuition. Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
But
Gotcha,
then
bitch.
second, let me tell you that you've critically glitched, and somehow you've ended up inside the gator's mouth.
That's interesting.
You got your hands really tightly around its neck, but it's got your leg in its mouth right now.
I got it, guys. Wait a second. All right. That changes I think what my second simple action was gonna do.
And you can give me a perception check if you want to, also.
Minus a billion dice.
No minus on this one.
Okay, good.
The minus was just to see the gator.
Stupid
Perceive
gators.
the gator.
Nope.
Are you sure you don't want to spend edge on it?
As I have a singular point of edge, and having a limb in the gator's mouth makes me want to not spend that right now.
All right.
I kind of want to. Can I use my? Fuck. Part of me wants to try and pull its mouth open, but I know that gators are significantly stronger at closing their mouths than opening them. What would you want for me to try and wiggle my limb out of its mouth?
So, let's see. You have what's the normal roll to break out of a grapply thing? It's strength plus something.
Let me open the book. I
Sorry.
think it's something with involving gymnastics to reverse a clinch.
Okay. So if you find that, you could do that, or you can do unarmed combat skill plus strength. To get your leg out.
I like my
you were using clinch. I'd say you still have an action.
Yeah, it's clinch is only a simple, thankfully. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh boy. It is gymnastics plus agility versus reaction plus intuition. The character is initially the superior position. Reach is negated. The person in superior position can let go of the clinch as a free action. The character make an unarmed attack test with a threshold equal to the opponent's hits from their clinch or subduing action. That's if somebody's trying to break it off.
Right.
So if you want strength plus unarmed, I will totally give it to you.
Yeah. Whichever one you want, the threshold's going to be the same, and I'm setting it based off of things.
Best off of bullshit. So it was strength plus unarmed, or what was it?
Whatever you just read for the clinch one.
Okay. I stopped reading that one, so I'll go with the other one. Does my Wildcat specialization apply?
Sure.
Awesome. I assume my +2 unarmed for Shark Mentor also applies?
Yeah.
I want to edge that. So 8.
All right. So you do manage to pull your leg out of the gator's mouth, I'll say, and you end up riding on its back.
Awesome. I approve of the situation. Yeah, no, that's me.
Only I had an image link right now.
Mr. White?
Mr. White, given that Kasa is now riding the gator that he was previously trying to shoot at, is now going to do a charge attack instead, using his Jeet Kune Do and Nerve Strike to
All
try
right.
and slow the gator down.
On a golf course, trying to stop gators. What do? We punch it to death.
That's how
Absolutely.
got unarmed skill, you use unarmed skill.
Quick question: what's the minus for attacking into melee?
Shooting into melee?
Well, technically, yeah.
So if you're shooting into melee, you don't take a penalty on shooting. The defender takes a -3. But if
Okay.
if you miss them, then you have a chance to hit your allies that are in melee.
Okay.
Yeah, and given the way I've been rolling, I'm feeling like that might not be the best move in the world.
All right. So make your charge attack. All right. All right. So you're lined up pretty well, but oh no, you slip at the last second and fall face first into the water as you critically glitch.
What the crap is this power?
Accident.
Oh. You're
I'm
a
guessing.
jerk.
I'm guessing it's accident. But this is why I didn't shoot.
So you can roll a perception check.
And this is also why I didn't wear my good suit to go alligator hunting in a
So,
lake.
so out like 20 meters into the water, you see you barely see an alligator just floating at the surface out there, and there seems to be some sort of, magic-y vibe coming off of him.
Oh, feck.
Oh, glad I saved one edge.
So Bywater is up next.
You said how far out?
About 20 meters.
Gotta do some figuring.
Yeah, problem is at this point I'm the only one that can actually see it. Because I haven't
So
been
I
able-
don't see it.
Yeah, you don't see it.
I haven't been able to say it.
You know what? Two
Yeah.
of you guys have had critical glitches, where just random ass things happen to you. I'll let the other two of you make perception checks to notice something weird is going on.
Yeah. Visual.
Just general.
Somebody has got some staticky stuff going on.
That would be me. Better.
Yep.
Much.
Yeah, I see nothing. Okay.
So I think we renamed Bywater Admiral Nelson.
Does anybody else think that it's ironic that a guy named Bywater is actually in the water getting eaten by a gator?
Oh, I'm not in the water anymore. I ran away.
No, the only one in the water now is Mr. White.
Yeah.
Which
God.
happens to be the color of the teeth of the gator that's eating you.
I'm going to hold action.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hold action.
Well, you're the last one to go in this pass, so you can either do something or forfeit your.
Oh, I thought I could do one next turn or next initiative pass. My bad. Yeah, balls to it.
I mean, if you want to ready something for, like, if the gator meets certain conditions, you'll do something to it. then you can do that, but you can't just hold your entire turn.
See if I do that, though, we'll miss one attack. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. Okay, this is attack number 1. I throw a shuriken at it. And this is because of wireless bonus from the last shuriken, and also took off like 3 too many last time.
All right.
And so that would be 10 damage minus 1.
So because you only regularly glitched, I'm still going to give you the hit. But we're going to knock off one of your successes. So,
Okay. So 9 minus
9.
1. 9, 9, 9.
All right. The shuriken bounces off of the gator's back.
Well, it's getting another one because throwing weapons are simple actions.
I'm still pretty sure you can't make more than one attack action in a round. If you wanted to throw multiple shurikens, you'd need to declare
I thought it was
multiple attacks and split your pool.
I thought it was the same thing as firing a semi-automatic weapon. That was the way I always took it.
That is the same thing.
Yeah.
If
in
you want to
5th
make
edition,
multiple
you can add
attacks in
fire.
5th edition.
5th edition has come down hard on shooting all the
I didn't
things.
realize. Oh, okay.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But
Well. Yeah, never mind then. Yeah, just cancel out that last roll then.
All right.
My bad.
Let's see. Actually, so the shuriken didn't bounce off of its shell, though. It probably bounced off of that barrier that's surrounding it.
God.
Because that's what made the difference.
Yeah, I figured. I was just hoping that'd be enough to hurt it.
Let's see.
Man.
That person. Sorry, 1 second. And you've picked
Me
your
again?
static back up also.
That fix it.
All right. No, this person doesn't really have anything to do. This thing. All right. So I'm going left to right. Kasa's 1. Mr. White is 2. Bywater is 3. Dabbler is 4. Dabbler, roll willpower plus logic.
I win.
Oh, wow. Got a really good roll there.
All right. Dabbler, you're suddenly really confused about what's going on here. Maybe not suddenly confused. I've been confused for a little while now about what's going on here.
So I made a successful perception on the fact that I was confused about what was going on.
Oh, did you roll your perception earlier to see if you spot the second gator?
Oh, no.
Okay, go ahead and roll that, but you're going to have a -4 on it.
All right.
Sorry, but this is something that has come across my imager
Oh.
earlier today.
-4. Sorry. So I should have.
Oh,
I
God.
should have done 5. I should have done 5 dice, right?
Yeah, I'll take your first 5, which is still 4 hits.
Okay.
So you spot the other gator, and you also notice its magiciness.
Okay.
So everybody who's at 0 can still take a free action to move or say something during the turn. But other than that, the gator sees somebody in the water right next to him, who just fell face first into it.
Thought
So
it
he's
was
going to
grapple.
bite at Mr. White,
He has -2 for being clinched.
right?
Oh, he was clenched, not grappled.
Yeah.
Gee.
So
who
saying,
else?
second gator
Yes.
out in the water is okay, right?
Yes, you could
Okay.
you could totally say that when it's your turn.
All right.
Actually, you could have said it already, because I
Okay.
skipped your turn last time, which
That's
is when
fine.
you would have made the perception. So yeah, 6 hits for you to avoid Mr. White. How do you feel about your 4?
Nom nom nom.
I'm going to spend edge to roll the failures.
Okay. Exactly what you needed.
Phew.
It's, its jaws shut right in front of Mr. White's face. And Kasa.
We're gonna do what Kasa do. And pull out my dice pool real quick.
Punch in the back of the head.
It is gonna be it's gonna be a big punch.
All right.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Force 12.
How about that 1 edge you got?
I spent it earlier, but
Oh, you did?
I don't.
All right. Punch is an indirect, so I get to roll his defense, right?
It is a touch spell. So
Right. I forget the house rule on it, right?
something like that. I don't know. I don't know what you want to do in the situation of me clinching him.
I'm gonna roll its defense once, and we'll see what happens.
It's
Alright.
literally sitting on its head.
All right. I'll take off a couple of those.
Yeah, because it would have at least a -2 for being inferior
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, even if I took off 5 of them, even if I took off
Yeah.
6 of them, it's still
Sometimes 16 dice gives you 2 hits.
it shook its head to the side just at the last second, trying to shake you off.
Did I
And
spend my edge earlier? I'm pretty sure I did.
I don't remember you spending your edge.
White, Bywater, and Dabbler each have a chance to say something or move.
Scoots further away from the from the bank now that I know there's another one out there.
All right.
All right, I'm going to try something. You tell me if this is even remotely effective. So I would like to, and I'm kind of leveraging my analytical mind here. And I had mentioned before how I had used my had set up my sound filter to lock in on the actual sounds of an alligator, so I can process that and can compare it to what I'm hearing. If I'm under some kind of magical effect, if I close my eyes and allow my cyberware to just process the data that it's getting, is that going to be influenced by an illusion or by some other?
It depends on the illusion typically, but I'll just tell you this. It seems like this gator that you're fighting is a real regular gator that that has been enhanced somehow.
Okay.
But it definitely started as a plain gator.
All right.
I shall use my free to get myself out of the water.
All right. Sounds good. And the gator. Oh, I really hope I didn't close. Of course I did. 1 second. Oh, okay. Kasa got 2 net hits before, right?
On which?
On the clinch.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
All right. The gator, as its final action for the round, shakes Kasa loose. And go into round 2.
Everybody roll again.
Yep.
Mr. Consistency there. 18 again.
All right. And now that the gator just shook Kasa loose, it's going to try to bite at Kasa.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, so that will be 10p at -2.
Yeah, you never rolled. You never rolled your initiative. Your edge, by the way. I just went back through and looked.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
All right.
Would you like to re-roll your?
I would have
die?
loved to edge the 16 dice with 2 hits to put this thing out.
Oh,
But it's cool if that's too far down.
I'm sorry. I literally
I
just
mean,
scrolled up all the way through.
you'll get another chance at it in a second.
Oh, I know. Good
Oh.
news is that that'll actually be physical damage.
Physical damage.
Yep. There is blood in the water, boys.
Oh, roll me your composure.
Lovely.
Yeah, this is not going to end well.
Kasa has gone berserk for 3 combat turns.
Yep. Good luck, guys.
The gator tears at your flesh a little bit. It's Kasa's turn.
Oh, good. Second verse, same as the first. Significantly less dice this time, though. Actually, I kind of feel like she would just punch the fuck out of it in this situation. Because
That's what I would do.
a berserking thing does not seem to be a let me use intense mental concentration.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
All right. Are you happy with 5?
I better be.
Can always edge it.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, this gator's just splashing around so much. It's hard to punch him.
Yeah, no, that's me.
Mr. White.
I shall go for the nerve strike again to try and slow the bloody thing down. And I would like to spend my last edge to break the limit.
All right. Well, at least that limit's broken. Well, your limit was probably, I don't know. Gator, you get 1 net hit. Would you like that to apply to reaction or agility?
I shall apply that to agility.
Agility. All right.
It's moving too damn fast for it to go to reaction.
Bywater.
Okay, so
Don't
I have
forget it. Don't forget about your meat grenade.
yeah, that could work. I'm trying to decide exactly what he would do. Would he go for the meat grenade or
He has a meal in its mouth. Unless you're
Or-
talking about the second one.
oh yeah. Wait, I thought you got out of that.
Nope. I
Well, he's not like technically grappling or clenching you, but he did just. Well, he probably has a little bit of your flesh in his mouth.
Oh yeah, he did just bite you. But I can see that one out in the lake then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, mm, yeah, I'm going to draw a grenade, specifically a flashbang.
Ooh.
And I'm going to. Sorry, I'm getting everything set up. I'm going to throw it at the one out on the lake.
All right. Yeah, you're able to
Yep.
to get it that far out. Since we're a medium run, I'm gonna assume you had it set to the one where it's gonna explode when it
Yes.
contacts.
Yep.
Um,
I'll
so,
put it right on that thing's head.
Huh. What's the
10 stun.
just
For a
10
flashbang.
stun with no AP, right?
-4.
Yeah, -4.
-4. Ah, damn. Then I actually have to roll things. It seems unfazed by
What
your
is it?
explosions. Dabbler.
Okay, the barrier is down, right?
The barrier is down.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and use my monofilament whip. So I'm going to go ahead and get to within the 2-meter distance that I need to and make
Okay.
my attack. And I'm going to use a point of edge to finish this one.
As my internet takes a brief poop.
ha ha!
Bull crap, man.
You swing your monofilament whip and it slashes through the water, but it doesn't look like you cut any of the gator at all.
That's untrue. I cut its last edge off.
And after you go, you guys don't need to roll perception, even though the weather is getting worse and it's raining a lot harder. You hear and see an old man yelling, "No, stop! Don't kill the gator! Stop! Let's talk about this."
This can only end well. Can
And-
we take
Oh wait, and Kasa's going berserk.
Yeah. can we take a minute or two so that I can fix my internet?
Let me tell you one more thing, or
Sure.
did the stream cancel? Okay, so what happens is that after he yells that, it's the gator's turn again, and the gator just opens its mouth so that Kasa is completely free of it, and it swims away at gator speed, which is pretty damn fast. So it's a good 20 meters away now.
My Internet Explorer is not responding. So, not my Internet Explorer. That would be some kind of heathen barbarian shit.
Right.
My Firefox is crashing, so I'm gonna hit the stop recording button.